Hello, Soul Family. It's Eldora and Siman. How are you guys doing?
It's good to connect with everyone. We're so excited to share our message and our experience.
So, you know what's so exciting, you guys, is we often talk about the fact that we're galactic citizens and we're moving towards opening up the entire galaxy into our reality and not just limited to our planet Earth. But this experience of yesterday is actually going to excite you guys so much because there's tangible contact being made. Yesterday, Siman and I were sitting on the couch. How did it start? We went to the dentist.
So Eldora was lying on the couch, and I was giving her just a regular clear chakra clearing kind of a healing.
No, it was for my tooth.
Oh
Remember?
yeah, it was for
Okay,
your
I
tooth.
remember now. So I went to the dentist to have some fillings done and whatnot, and they gave me 2 shots. And I literally said to him, I said, I'm in so much pain. Can you give me some lovings? We didn't think anything of it. He said, okay, come lie in my lap. I lay in his lap, and he put his hand on my cheek like this. And that's when it happened,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So as I put my hand on her cheek and I started to connect with my higher self and the angelic kingdom, and suddenly I feel like this strong burst of light coming in that I've never felt this powerful light, and it felt as if my hand lit on fire literally, and Eldora could feel it. Like you always feels my healing in some way, but this was like next level. It was
Because I
like
could feel love. I asked for
she
lovings.
literally like started like rubbing her.
I was like a puppy dog. I was like, oh, so
She
much
was like,
love, so much love.
yeah. So I could tell like as soon as the my hands went on fire, she started responding, and I told her, "Baby, I'm feeling something coming through." And I'm not sure which energy this is, but it's new for me.
And it wasn't Metatron, it wasn't Sananda, because we felt those energies before. Like every archangel has a very distinct energy signature. I know Siman actually has had the experience with many archangels, but me personally, I have felt Metatron, Archangel Metatron, as well as Lord Metatron. They have 2 different energies. I felt Lord Sananda, Jesus Christ, the most beautiful energy. I felt Archangel Gabriel, Divine Mother, like Mother Mary, but this was nothing like that.
Yeah,
This was a completely different
exactly.
energy.
And as I was tuning into this energy more with my inner vision, I saw strands of light from the great central sun, as if it's like the great central sun connecting with me and showering these strands of light into my pillar of light. And suddenly I'm getting downloaded messages during the healing that you can connect directly with us with these 8 dimensional highways or pathways of light. And I'm like, babe, I need to pause this healing because there's this downloaded message coming in. And
And they were actually trying to not just connect with us. That was actually another very interesting thing about this. Usually, we receive activations that are specific to us in our spiritual journey. Just like a lot of you guys, you're receiving activations, you're receiving healings, and half the time you don't even know it. But this time, I was just a muse, meaning I was just the trigger point of this experience because they contacted us very specifically and said, we would love for you guys to get this message across because earthlings, spiritual beings on earth, like light workers on earth, are ready,
yeah,
to be, like, are ready to contact us and directly contact us. You don't need a channeler or a psychic or a medium. You are ready. They said this is our biggest message. Earth has reached a certain point in its frequencies and its ascension frequencies where we're now opening up the doors. It's just like I think of it as like Earth has its government, the same way the galaxy has a government. So this light council, the light council of Alcyone, they're 9D beings, 9 or 10D beings, I'm not sure, but very, very high beings of a very high dimension. And the way we understand it and the way we see it, and it was presented to us, is that they're the governing body of the universe, of the galaxy, right?
yeah, pretty much. So these are very tall, white, extremely loving beings. Like when I saw them in my inner vision, they seem like if you guys have seen the one of the later episodes of Star Wars, the tall white beings from the Clone Wars, they look like that. They're just very slender, very loving. They were emanating the kind of love I haven't felt before, and it was a completely different vibration. And although these are galactic elder beings, they're very wise ancient beings, but they had this like sense of humor. Like they'll, when they talk to you, they'll put a smile on your face right away, and they joke, they laugh, and they're very easygoing. It's not like very formal, like you have to be in the presence of a principal or your boss. So it's like you're talking to friends, and what came through from them was that they formed the government. They formed the governing council of the universe, or this galaxy at least, and they are in charge of all the factions of this galaxy, the various factions like the Galactic Federation of Light, the Federation of Planets, the Order of Melchizedek, and they are responsible for maintaining the law and order as well as overseeing our spiritual journeys. So Eldora can maybe go more into that, as we've been both learning and we've been both downloading information directly from them since yesterday.
Yeah, so what I find very exciting is the most important message they had, which is why we actually canceled. We had an appointment today at 3:30, and there was no way. This is actually how life in 5D is, guys. A lot of you might already be aware of how you just drop everything and go, but once you achieve a certain level of spiritual maturity and you activate your 5D consciousness, what happens is you don't work on a schedule. Life becomes very easy. You don't have a 9-to-5 job, you don't have schedules, but at the same time, you're now opening up to the galaxy. You're getting contacted by angels, by archangels. You're getting contacted by these benevolent ETs. And this was the highest, like so far in our experience, we've never been contacted by a body of this level of authority, let's put it that way. So this was an honor for us, and the most important message they gave us is we want you guys to let everyone know that light workers who have reached a certain level of spiritual, emotional, and mental maturity, we're going to start contacting with them, and so they wanted us to provide an activation for that. So to lay out this video, it's going to be super random, as you can see. We're going to start with just talking a little bit about whatever flows, and we're going to end with the activation. Now, the activation is going to be very powerful. I find that in our relationship, I'm often the muse. I'm not even joking. So what happened yesterday was this healing happened. It was beautiful. We felt the love, all the things I just talked about and Saman just talked about. And we went out for dinner. We went out to a patio dinner. And when we left dinner, I was extremely overwhelmed with energy. I was overwhelmed.
Because you got the activation.
Exactly, because I got the activation. He got the activation as well, but he didn't have a sense of overwhelm. He was able to quickly adapt to those frequencies. But for me, it literally felt like I was going from one frequency blasted up. It was an up level. And instead of just staying home and resting, because we didn't get any instructions to rest, we went out, we had dinner. So when we were coming back, I couldn't even let him touch me. Like, he was trying to hold my hand in the car, and I'm like, whoa, I can't handle your energy right now. So he says, okay, let's go home and harmonize the energy. So the reason I'm saying all of this is because in this meditation, there's going to be a meditation. Yeah. And I think we'll do a separate segment for the harmonizing, or the same?
No, starting the first half will be the meditation, and the second half will be a harmonization.
Perfect. So there'll be a harmonization, and if any of you feel overwhelmed, like I did, because it happened to me, so that we can provide the harmonization in the meditation, all you need to do is listen to the harmonization again. And do you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, and I wanted to explain the reason for the overwhelm is that we are being upshifted into our vibration at a very high level. We're going literally and from 4D beings and connecting with the 8th dimensional beings, or 9th dimensional beings in this case. So it's like it can be sometimes shocking to the system. Not shocking, but overwhelming to the system.
It was
and
very
takes some
overwhelming.
time to acclimatize to these energies. That's why the meditation that we're going to shortly follow after this, it's recommended that everybody repeatedly practices this meditation until you fully ground in this higher frequency, because the main purpose of the activation that they're giving us today is so that we can raise our frequency and connect directly with these beings of light. And do you want to go into why it's important for us and what they can help us with? Like in terms of our daily spiritual challenges?
Basically, I'll tell you, one of the things that I have noticed in a lot of, on my page, on my Eldora Rose page, is 80% of the people, they just know. We just have this sense of inner knowing. And then the 10 or 20%, they can't understand. It baffles them, it irritates them, it triggers them of how the hell do these guys know these things? How do you just know? So this is not something we can tangibly explain, right? We light workers, we just feel it or we don't feel it. Everything is in the heart, everything is feeling based. So what this means to me, like this contact and everything, is that if they're saying they're ready to be in touch with everyone, their specific message was humanity is ready. We no longer need to play the waiting game. Instead, what we're going to do is once you guys get this activation, some of you will get it right away. But some of you, if you're not ready, if you're an elastic and this elastic can be pulled to a certain frequency, then you'll get it. But if they feel like you're not ready yet, and by extending you so much, you're going to snap, you're going to be prepared for it. So whether or not you feel it in the meditation or you get the activation, like I feel like most of you watching will, but don't be deterred if you don't. Continue doing it, whether it's once a week or whatever, and just start opening up to these beings. They can help you in every aspect of your life. Since my awakening and Siman's awakening, we are members of the Order of Melchizedek, which I'll get into. So let's actually back up for a second. The Alcyone, this 8D Alcyone Council of Light is the governing body. Under this governing body, just like the government, you see there's like this one government and then there's sub-offices in the government. So this is the main governing body. Then the Order of Melchizedek is basically, they don't like to use the word reports to, but you can say is,
They work with or
they
collaborate
work with, they collaborate. So we have the Order of Melchizedek, which takes care of all the spiritual stuff. So the Order of Melchizedek is an intensely accelerated mystery school for serious spiritual cadets. That's the way it's coming to me right now. And one of the first things when we got together, Siman's like, I am getting the call to connect with the Order of Melchizedek. So you just asked to be connected. And once you reach a certain level of spiritual maturity, and also when you cleanse all the toxins from your life, like you cleanse all the distractions, you're no longer addicted to things. You're no longer lonely and depressed and waiting for someone to come and save you. You've taken care of all your guilt and your traumas. You've taken care of all your earthly stuff. Once you reach that point, you'll start getting accelerated, like you'll start accelerating on your spiritual path. And you'll start remembering more of who you are. So the Order of Melchizedek, which falls under this governing body, takes care of all the spiritual stuff. Okay, you want to talk about the other one that goes under?
Yeah. So basically, the Light Councils of Alcyone is the central governing body of this galaxy. They work with the Order of Melchizedek for our spiritual development, for one area of our development. Then there's you can call it the Angelic Police, which is the Galactic Federation of Light.
Which many of you are aware of, the GFL.
Whom we also connect with on a regular basis and receive messages and directions from. The Galactic Federation of Light is headed by Ashtar Command, and they're the angelic police force that enforces the law of the universe. So basically, they maintain law and order and ensure that free will is always reigning, and that any negative extraterrestrial factions like the reptilians, the Zeta Reticuli, or the Greys, anyone that is not in harmony with the light, that is trespassing the law, and is trespassing the laws of free will and trying to disrupt the peace, then the Galactic Federation of Light is like mandated to step in and keep the peace.
And they have millions of starships. So basically under Ashtar Command, who's the commander-in-chief of... So Ashtar Command is the commander-in-chief of the Galactic Federation of Light. And within that structure, there's millions of spaceships, millions of craft that are disposed to any part of the galaxy that needs help, any part of the galaxy that's in distress or has a threat of destruction, anything that's being done against free will, these guys are right away dispatched to help. And even Ashtar, from what I know, Ashtar actually came into Earth 1950 or so, when there was like a huge danger of the hydrogen atom bomb. Exactly. Now that's something, anytime we use nuclear power, we're going against the universal laws.
Yeah.
So that's when he came in, and they work right now with Earth's ascension and all of that. They're working so closely with us. And the reason I bring this up, we are no longer alone. We've been told all our lives that we're alone, we just have this Earth, we're completely cut off from every other planet. Everything is going to change. It's actually changing now, which is
Exactly.
why, like, you can feel the excitement in our voices in almost every video. It's changing now. Like, how do you see this the things opening up for Earth in the near future?
So far, the reason that Earth and humanity has been cut off from the galactic civilization is because we were under the tyrannical control of a reptilian race that is controlling pretty much all of our governments, all of our media, news, banking, and these are factions of extraterrestrials that are governed under the laws of Satan, and they are cut off from source, and they need to take over and utilize the resources of other civilizations to feed their own sustenance or to continue their survival.
And the way they do that is actually very, this is actually, it's very, it's in violation of free will. So what they do, because these reptilians and all these entities that Siman's talking about, they're 4D, because they're cut off from God's source. 4D is their limit. They will not ascend
Exactly.
to 5D unless they are of the light, or they say, okay, fine, we're choosing the
Unless
light.
they start their spiritual path.
So that is why these beings have been ruling over Earth in such sly ways and poisoning our water with fluoride. Tap water contains fluoride, which is very harmful to the pineal gland, which is our third eye. Because when you drink tap water, it completely blocks your intuition. It clogs your third eye. So they've been poisoning our water, poisoning our crop.
Poisoning our food system, poisoning our air with like chemtrails.
Chemtrails.
They're basically poisoning our minds and our thought frequencies.
With mind control.
With mind control, MK Ultra, with the mainstream media. They also have like our moon has deep underground bases and tunnel systems that host emotional frequency manipulating kind of technology. So they're even using the moon to mess with our emotional frequencies and keep us in a state of entanglement and war.
Which
So-
has worked all these years.
Yeah.
Because any planet has to get the consciousness shift from within.
Exactly.
The ETs, the benevolent ETs, or our cosmic family of light, they are not allowed to interfere in a civilization unless the civilization wakes up from the inside, which is why our guides are asleep, not asleep, passive, that's the better word. They're more in the background until we have a spiritual awakening. They're always aware of you, but the minute you have a spiritual awakening is when they take active interest in you, right? So that's the same way, that's how it works. And so until now, all their darkness, all their games, all the Satan sacrifice of children, which many, hundreds of thousands of you are waking up to this, all of this is being brought to the surface. And right now, Earth is having her most potent, most powerful purge and cleanse in the history of this planet. And it all ties back to the video that I made called Ascension 3D to 5D Part 1, I believe, where I talk about how in 1987, it was decreed that Earth would ascend. And it was decreed by Prime Creator that Earth had anchored a certain level of consciousness, a certain vibration that made it perfect for ascension. And once it's made perfect for ascension, it's quarantined off. Earth is
Yeah.
quarantined off, saying, okay, this planet has made it. So now we're just energetically catching up.
Exactly. And one of the recent developments that's taking place in our galaxy is that Earth and many other planets that were under the control of these reptilian forces have been freed. And Earth
this
is
is
the
a
last,
huge- this
Earth
is-
is one of the last
Yes.
planets to be freed. And
Yes.
we are now going to be entering into the membership of the United Federation of Planets,
Can
which
you
is
imagine that, you guys?
which gives us like a greater level of security blanket. We are fully protected under the command of the Galactic Federation, and we have to become galactic citizens now. So the Light Councils of Alcyone, them contacting us is like you immigrating to a new country, filing your paperwork, and being sent a welcome package from your governing body,
From your president.
and saying, welcome, this is your new role in this galaxy, these are your new options, these are your rights and freedoms, these are your liberties. So we're literally going to be, over the next 100 years or so, humanity is going to be groomed on how to become galactic citizens. And this is like first
It's
contact
a great honor, you guys.
on a psychic level. So they're encouraging all of us to create a direct connection with them, which we will activate today in our meditation through activating our soul star and our galactic gateway chakras and activating our 8D pathways of light. And the message is that each and every one of us is now a galactic citizen, and we have the right to communicate directly with the Council of Alcyone. So, and there's many things they can assist us with,
Yeah.
including our spiritual progress, including our daily struggles, anything we don't understand or need information on. So this is going to be a gradual process. Don't expect to be like an on button that suddenly you start getting downloads and channelings. But this is a gradual process where we develop our connection and strengthen it over time. Initially, you may get like images, you may get impressions or random
Or
thoughts.
dreams.
Correct. They can contact you in dreams. And over time, like I've reached this level where I can directly talk to them as if I'm talking to a friend next to me. So all of us over time will be able to communicate with them. And it's like having access to a galactic supercomputer. It's like a galactic internet that has the information of all civilizations in our galaxy, and even further than that into the universe. We can access all of this universal information. We can access the Akashic records. We can download information from various sources to answer and assist our own journeys.
And eventually we can travel to other star systems.
Exactly.
We can travel to other, there's so much excitement coming. But based on what he just said, I do want to add something. A lot of light workers judge themselves too harshly.
Exactly.
Oh, we've never been contacted by Metatron, or we've never been contacted by angels. And I want to tell you guys that Siman and my partnership, our union, is actually an example of how none of this matters. He has a direct connection right now that he can talk to them, he can speak to them, he can download them, he can hear from them and all of that. I can feel them, but I haven't yet, as of this moment. I have access to them as well, just like you do, but it doesn't come through in the way Siman gets it, all right? This is such an important thing. A lot of us light workers compare ourselves or our journeys to others, and Spirit always, the answer is the same. Spirit contacts us in the most interesting of ways. Like for example, yesterday, I took about 15 snapshots. I may or may not put it on my Facebook. I took about 15 snapshots just in one day, over a course of one day, where I wasn't really looking for it. Anytime I would just be scrolling my Facebook, all my posts would have either 333 likes, 333 shares, 999 likes, 666 likes. It was crazy. Like I have about 10 to 15 images of this, and the only time the thing was broken was it was 303 likes or 144 shares. It was crazy. So Spirit is constantly speaking to us. He gets the direct channeling. I, as of now, don't. But I'm a power. When I speak on YouTube, I channel. I'm fully in the flow. Right now, I'm fully in the flow. So don't judge yourself on how you're channeling. You're a very powerful channel. Whether you do it like me, whether you do it like Siman, or you have your own style. It's very important, first of all, for you to start observing that the universe is talking to you and channeling through you, through the plants, through the animals, through crystals, through numbers, through
your
synchronicities.
experiences and whatnot.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
the fact that these spirit beings are contacting us and telling us to relay this information means not only are you going to be speaking to them and they speaking to you, but you're now going to start getting calibrated to accept their frequencies. As I told you, I got overwhelmed. So they're fine-tuning you, and that's what this activation is all about. The one other, you may want to talk to that, is the United Federation of Planets.
Yeah.
So remember guys, on top, like the governing body is the Alcyone Council of Light. And under them, we told you there's the Order of Melchizedek. There's also the Galactic Federation of Light. There's also the United Federation of Planets.
Yeah. So basically, all the all the benevolent ET civilizations that we know of, including the Andromedans, Pleiadians, Sirians, Arcturians, and there's so many.
The Lyrans.
Yeah, exactly. So all of these benevolent beings of light that all fall into under the care of the Prime Creator. They all hail the Prime Creator. We all recognize our unity, our brotherhood,
Our divinity.
and we respect the laws of free will. We respect the laws of life. So in ancient times, there were many galactic wars, and there were also beings that do not respect the law of free will, and they were trespassing other civilizations and taking over entire star systems and
Like
hundreds
Earth.
of planets, exactly like us.
Like Earth.
And Earth is not the only one. So there was an immediate need felt to form a coalition of peace, and due to that, the United Federation of Planets came into existence, which is like a coalition of hundreds of thousands of star systems that form a membership and band together for protection, for collaboration, for exchanges of technology, for exchanges of cultural advancements. So as galactic citizens, we'll be not only members of the United Federation of Planets, but we'll, if you've seen Star Trek, it's very similar to that. Star Trek was a channeled TV show. And these were all TV shows and movies injected into our consciousness to slowly groom us so that we understand how these civilizations work. And we'll not only be members, but we'll have the right and we'll have the ability to travel to these beautiful, beautiful planets in our galaxy. Some planets are just heavenly abodes dedicated to vacations and luxuries. Like imagine that. If you want to take a vacation, you can decide which planet you want to go a vacation in, and you'll be able to have cultural exchanges and go live in other civilizations, very loving civilizations.
And you know what? On Earth, some of this may be like, what? Wait, what? What? But think about it. We have been lied to. We have been completely oppressed and suppressed with religion and culture and our governments and these poisons that are constantly trying to mutate our DNA. We
Yeah.
are supposed, like, we have the potential to go 12 or so. I recently read we can even go higher than 12 strands of DNA. Is that true?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Let's start with
Let's
what
start
we
with
have
12.
first.
So the thing is, like right now, we're going from this mutated DNA that has been mutated with all the poisons that the cabal, the deep state, have been pumping into our system. And we're now we're moving towards repairing and activating our 12-strand DNA. That's just the first step. Once that happens, like think of this membership, like just being part of these, it's like having the most prestigious membership in the universe. And you are light workers. If not, you would not be watching this. I want to say to you, if you're currently having financial stress, or you're currently having relationship stress, or you're currently having earth stress, because earth is not an easy planet to live in. In fact, it's one of the hardest planets, which is why when our guides talk to us, they're always sending us reverence. They're saying, thank you so much for this incarnation on earth that you guys have chosen. And I'm saying this to so many of you who are watching. We've taken on such a hard job, you guys, to come on this planet, mix with the 3D. Some of us come from ascended planets. We've already ascended. We're just here to help with this ascension. We've heard the call. We've come in here. I just want to say to you guys that all of this heaviness and negativity and anxiety and impatience that you feel, it's so worth it, because all of this is changing and it's on the horizon. It's not like changing when you're 35 years later. It's changing now. Like our guides are even saying us 2020, like you guys don't know how much change is coming just in this year. And 2021, oh my God, like so much change is coming. So for all of you watching, hang in there. Before we go into the activation, is there anything you want to add?
Yeah, I just wanted to briefly give an overview of the changes coming to planet Earth. Within the next decade or so, we've been told that we will be making first contact officially with galactic civilizations. Like they'll literally be landing their spaceships and speaking to us. We'll be officially invited to join as a planet into the United Federation of Planets. We will be given a very high access to all the facilities and the luxuries available to us around many planets and civilizations in this galaxy.
And everything is vibrational.
Yeah.
So it's vibrational. So you know how on Earth, a lot of people are like multimillionaires and billionaires, but their vibration is low. Right now for light workers, it's time to rejoice, because in New Earth, everything is based on our vibration. So if you have a vibration of love and compassion and gratitude, and you have a higher vibration, your perks, your benefits, your access to the
Exactly.
angelics,
It's all vibrational.
It's all vibrational. So the higher your vibrational, the higher your benefits, your benefit package. Doesn't matter if you're a billionaire on Earth. Earth is like just an ego shithole. Not Earth, but the show on Earth is just an
Yeah.
ego shit show, literally. It's like who has the money, who has the... It's all bullshit.
Yeah, all this is not recognized in the galactic civilization.
Vibration,
it's
baby.
all about vibration. That's your highest currency.
Absolutely.
And we're not going to have poverty and disease within 10 years. Like everything that you're seeing right now is just transition from the old to the new, and we're going to become a heaven on earth. Earth is going to be one of the most sought after planets to live in. And being here already, many people I know are dreading their lives as humans, and they're saying that they want to go home and they never want to come back. But trust me, the visions and the blueprints that I've seen, because I'm one of the keepers of these blueprints, that I hold these frequencies within my DNA, and I've been shown the visions of heaven on earth that we're about to enter, or we're about to achieve. And trust me, not one of you guys will not want to come back. You're going to want to not only stay, but you're going to want to come back for the party, because we were...
The party. That's the word they use.
It's going to be like a couple of centuries of just celebrations and joy.
And you know what they said to us? They said it's going to be a couple of centuries of celebration and joy to offset all the trauma and the pain and
There's
the suffering.
so much healing that needs to be done for humanity, and it's going to be a place, Earth is going to be the spot where you want to be.
So just imagine raves, but not drug infested. Imagine centuries and centuries of music and dance and celebration,
and beautiful communities and like advanced healing technologies, and meeting with our galactic brothers and sisters and co-mingling with them in these communities. It's just going to be beyond our wildest imagination.
And you know how now sometimes when we get bored, we just watch Netflix and we're like, okay, maybe we'll meet up with friends. In New Earth, like we're already living that. Like we have so much passion. We don't have time to watch TV. TV, of course, is all mainstream media, is all lies, but we don't have time to watch Netflix. We don't even watch movies because there's so much like
Control
stuff like...
frequencies.
No, even like
And
just so
violence.
much... I'm on
Oh,
a...
sorry.
Not violence, I'm saying the opposite. Like
Right.
there's so much excitement in our lives that we don't have time for freaking Netflix.
true.
We don't have time, except, you know, I'm just going to share a personal thing. You know what got me, Samana and me, through this quarantine period? Like, you know what our show is? We watched the 70s show. Right in January or February, when the quarantine, like when all these energies started, we said we need a light show. So we started the 70s show, and we're on the last season right now. So other than that, we don't really watch TV because there's so much passion. Like even today, we didn't know we were going to do this. When we got the news, when we got the download, we said, all right, we're clearing our calendar tomorrow. So
Yeah.
this is going to be your life. Like you'll be going out there and you'll be contacted by Nasara, Jasara, and said, okay, what kind of a project would you like to head in New Earth? Why don't you meet your community? You'll move. We'll all move. I feel like soul families will all move to similar regions. We'll all be living together. We won't be so far off. The veils of separation are lifting off. Yeah, I guess so much is coming.
I know.
So much is coming. So do you want to make the meditation in this video, or shall we say this and then make a separate video for the meditation?
No, we'll make a separate video without the screen. We'll just make it audio only.
So then we'll just upload 2 videos then.
Correct.
Perfect. I guess that's it. So just want to let you guys know that this is an honor. It's such a privilege to be doing this work. And we feel you guys in our hearts. We feel so much love for all of you and from all of you. It's ridiculous. We haven't felt this much love from our families. And I meant what I said in my last Facebook post. I said a lot of you commented on my last video saying, oh, well, Eldora, you're so lucky you have family and friends and soul fam. And I want to let you know that we're by ourselves.
We're each other's family.
We're
That's
each other's
pretty much it
family.
right
On
now.
Earth, we don't really have family other than you guys. And when I see and feel the kind of love, it's not frequencies that we've felt in anyone outside of us. So I feel this love frequency, I feel it within me, I feel it from him. And I'm starting to recognize that same frequency from some of you. And I'm like baffled and excited beyond words can describe, because when we meet, you guys, imagine most of the time you meet, you get to know each other, and then you get Facebook friends. But all of us, we know each other already. By the time we meet, imagine how deep that relationship will go. So all the veils of separation are coming off, and massive, massive galactic celebrations are coming to Earth that Earth has not seen to date. So wherever you are right now, if you're feeling hurt or sad or anxious or depressed, or if you're in pain, just hang in there. Work on raising your vibration. Work on keeping yourself in a positive state. Because when you're in a positive state, you go in nature, you lie in nature, you just meet positive friends. Cut out all the toxicity from your lives. Give yourselves permission to be free. You're the only one in your way. You're the only one in your way. The minute you step out of your way, everything changes. Your whole reality changes. Step out of your own way. With that,
Yes, guys, beautiful, exciting changes coming indeed. We can't wait to share with you all.
now we're going to
And,
go to the
we'll
basement
just wrap it up and
record the meditation.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
And then go out for dinner.
Of course.
Okay, guys. Love you guys.
Take care.